some things with you guys. So let's get started. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Don't forget to clock in. Make sure that you clock in before 10 o'clock because it will stop at 10. And then also make sure, that's I said clock in. And also make sure that you clock out. Your clock out time you should at least have about 4 hours of work that you put in each day. So make sure you get it to clock out. I think yesterday the Google form wasn't there for you. Some kind of way it wasn't linking. I have technical difficulties often, but go ahead. Today it's in there. I'll activate it at exactly 9:30. Some of you are trying to figure out, well, where's the lesson? Where's the lesson? I'm getting it started in the morning and just adding it to it hour by hour so that I can see that you're pacing yourselves and that you are active and online doing your assignments. So just to go over some things, yesterday you did your discussion question over body language, and I was very pleased with your responses. Some of you guys I get to type in a little bit more than others, but I'm very pleased with your responses. You're correct. Body language is almost 90% of what you say. The way that a person looks at you, do they understand? The way that they stand, the way that they sit, and we talked about that in yesterday's video as well. So I want to just acknowledge that you guys are doing a great job. I love some of the examples that I saw. There was one in particular, and he knows who he is when he sees this. But he says, in the morning, I would look uninterested to get on Schoology and bored. And so I'm very sorry about that. However, if you were in my classroom, things would be a whole lot better. But I do thank you all very much for sticking in, doing your assignments, and getting everything done. So very interesting. I appreciate all of you, and no, you did not, and by any means, offend me, because I probably would be bored too with a virtual lesson. I like to be in people's company. I like to talk and touch and hug and laugh and stuff like that. And we don't really get that opportunity here, but let's just make the best of it, right? Yes. All right. So today's discussion topic is over. Oh my! It just slipped my mind that fast. I didn't write it down. Grammar. It's over grammar and punctuation. So you're getting into your speeches more so, and I'm still grading those. You probably got some emails yesterday about some stuff that I graded, and today I'm trying to finalize all of your grades so that you'll have them. Definitely, if not everybody today, then definitely everybody tomorrow will at least have their grades and they'll know what they're doing. So today's lesson on grammar and punctuation is just kind of leading us into our writing. I want you guys to be very careful that you capitalize your eyes. I know sometimes it slips me because that trusty cell phone, it corrects things for us, right? Well, we don't have that luxury with the computer or the iPad. Sometimes you have to do it yourself. So make sure that you're doing that. But how important is it in a speech to have proper grammar? Think about that. If you're in the workplace, you're going to get a job, let's say this summer, and people are hiring, by the way. If you're looking for a summer job, they're looking for people to come back to work. However, be very careful because we are still seeing some fluctuation in the COVID-19. But going back, you get a job and your boss tells you to go and speak to a customer, and you just kind of break up the English language. You have, dang, I have a whole English lesson because I used to teach English, but you have a whole lesson, a whole conversation, and the other person doesn't understand. So think about how grammar actually affects what we're saying, especially in our text messages. Oh, we're so good at LOLing and SMHing, shortening the language and saying those things. And there's a lot of times that we use slang words. Oh, such and such is hype. Oh, she got some new shoes. Boy, they so fly. They so fly. No, they are. And if you want to say fly. But that's one of those words where can you find another word that is more professional? Oh, those are very attractive looking shoes. They're still fly, right? So that's what we're talking about in today's discussion. Make sure you give me a paragraph, 3 to 5 sentences. That's what I'm looking for. That's how I'm grading you. Remember, it is a conversation. And thank you so much for you guys being a part of the discussion. And remember, you can comment on other people's discussions as well, as long as you are being very tasteful and tactful in doing so. All right. Okay. So yesterday I had a surprise for you. Many of you did a great job. So surprise, surprise, you had an impromptu speech. And that's exactly what it would be. You walk into a classroom, let's say when you get to college, let's say you start a job and someone says, hey, I need you to go and speak to the training class. I have some new recruits that are coming in. Or they just say, hey, this morning we're having a lesson on, I don't know, how to buy the proper grapes at the grocery store. Can somebody come up and give us an example? That's an impromptu speech. And so impromptu simply means off the cuff, my slang topic, off the dome, right off the top of your head. You don't have a lot of time to plan it. You don't have a lot of time to get it done. And you guys did a great job. So thank you so much for those impromptu speeches yesterday. Surprise, surprise. You never know what you might get with me. But anyway, so also just kind of going over yesterday, you guys had vocabulary. A lot of times with the vocab, I will give you about 3 to 5 things that I want you to do. Number 1, always watch the video. Number 2, if I give you the vocab cards, do your best at answering those. I saw some stuff that was like, I didn't understand it. I just didn't understand. So what the vocab cards want you to do is to read what the vocabulary word means and then give a sentence or an example of it. And some of you are doing excellent with that, and I thank you. If I do the lyric, somebody asked, and thank you for that. I can't remember the name of the person. They were like, I thought that was optional to write the lyrics at the end. Well, it wasn't for the first assignment, but if I give it to you guys again, then the lyrics would be optional. So I'm going to just leave it out. But I just think it's really cool and it's fun for you guys to get an opportunity to use your words and to just see how they're used. But make sure you do each one of the lessons. So there was vocabulary yesterday. Half of you did, and the other half I haven't seen it yet. And then lastly, we're talking about our informative speech, which is also called a demonstration speech or demonstrative. So I'll call it a demonstration speech, or sometimes I refer to it as a how-to speech. So that's what we really want to focus on today, because your speech is going to be due tomorrow. Okay, so, and I'll give you all of tomorrow to do that. And remember, I talked to you about the midterm exam. So I'm going to, tomorrow is going to be strictly the speech and the midterm. And you guys will have all of your 4 hours to work on that. And again, thank you to Andrew. I really appreciate him. And was another young lady who reminded me yesterday that I didn't give you the extra time that you needed, because I don't want you guys to, I don't want to put a time limit on your test. I want you to have the time that you need in order to get it done. Okay, in order to make a really good grade. That's important to me, that you get it. Okay, so again, and I've said it before, I'm not here to fail you. I'm not here to get you. I'm actually here to help you to pass it. So I want to make sure that you have time. So like I said, tomorrow will strictly be your midterm exam, which has several questions to it, and there is the speech, which is part of the midterm. So your demo speech is part of your midterm. I'll go ahead and open the demo speech to be done today, because some of you guys are probably going to be ready. We'll have the videos, I'm gonna have to stop in just a second, because I noticed that the longer my video is, the longer it's taking to upload. And so yesterday was a very long time. It took almost an hour or two to load it. So I'm gonna stop in just a second, and then I'll just do a second video. I'm going to repost everything from yesterday's folder in today's folder to give you guys an opportunity to complete your work. Please go back to last week. I am looking at grades, and there's some gaps and some holes. You can look at the assignments and you can see if you've done them or not, okay? You can look at the assignments. Go through the folder. Week 1. Well, not Monday, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What did you do? What did you miss? Fix it. Just redo it, finish it, get it done, okay? And then go through today's folder as well. You want to make sure you go through today's folder, not today's, this week's folder, and make sure that you've gotten all of those assignments as well, okay? So I want you guys to do that, and that is it until we get to the demo speech in just a second. Have a great day.